Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, as we continue throughout this week, multiplying 3-digit by 2-digit. Yesterday, if you did what you were told, you learned 3 different ways that you can use to multiply, if you actually paid attention and watched those videos. Now, if you're still confused about them, they'll be posted. I'm not taking them down. They're on the September 27th. So if you need a refresher, you can always go back and look at those videos to help you see how to multiply, to remind you of the various ways to multiply. All I'm asking is you find the way that works for you. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. Find the way that works for you. Now we'll keep practicing multiplication. Do forever. We'll keep practicing all the stuff we learned in Unit 2, the place value stuff, forever, because you're going to be excellent at everything, so that when you go to 6th grade, the teachers are going to go like, you must have had Mr. McMurdo, because he's the best. All right, so we have these 2 multiplication problems. We have a 3-digit factor by a 2-digit factor. The numbers being multiplied are called factors. The answer to a multiplication problem is called a product. Good. A product. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a quick estimate. And estimates I want to be able to do in my head. So I'm going to make it some way I can do it in my head. So if I make this 300 times 40, I just move these 3 zeros down because I'm multiplying a tens by hundreds, which is going to give me something in the thousands or 10,000s. Now I multiply 4 times 3, and I get 12. So 12,000 is my ballpark figure. Probably smaller than 12,000 since I moved both of these up. But it's not going to be in the hundreds. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to be in the hundreds. So if you got an answer that's like 279, that's probably not it. Now, all I have to know is my 7s and 3s. You know your 7s and 3s, or you can read your multiplication chart for your 7s and 3s. Then you can multiply this. All you need to know is your 7s and 3s. That is it. That is it. So 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 8 is 56. So I have 56 tens, or I'm going to do 6 tens and 5 hundreds. 3 times 2 is
6.
Plus 5 is 11.
No, you're supposed to do 7.
Sorry, thank you. 7 times 2 is
14.
Plus 5 is 19. Thank you. And what you just did here is 281 times 7. Now we're going to do 281 times 30. And like I did right here, all I need to do is multiply it by the 3. Because it's 3 tens, and 3 tens, the value of 3 tens is 30. Since I'm starting in my tens place, since the value of that 3 is 30, that means I have to start with a 0 there. Because if I did 281 times 30, and I just did the standard algorithm and went 0, 0, 0, you're going to have a 0 there. So we don't need to do all that. We can just save us some time. Now I need to know my 3s, or I can look at my multiplication chart. 3 times 1 is going to be 3. 3 times 8 is going to be 24. So 24 hundreds, or 400s and 2000s. 3 times 2 is
6.
Plus 2 is
8.
So these are the products of these 2 multiplication problems. Now I find the sum of those 2 products. I have 7, I have 9, I have 13, 8, 9, 10, 0. Carry the 1. And, is that right? Did I carry 1? Is this 18?
No.
Is this just 8?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's 843?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Is that right? I got mixed up somewhere. 10,397. We said it was going to be less than our estimate. The 10,397. Okay? But we also know it's going to be a bigger number. Now let's look at this next one. And remember, I'm going to say it again. Use whatever method you like to multiply. The one I'm comfortable with is the standard algorithm. When I went to school, we didn't have these other methods. No other methods. They said do this and do it this way only. Okay? You have these other methods that you've been taught. Some of them you learned in previous grades. Some you may have learned just by watching those videos yesterday. But yes, ma'am.
The fast method does not look accurate.
Okay. Don't use it. Don't use it. Use what works for you. All I'm saying is you need to be able to do it correctly. And you're not going to get it correct every time. I mean, I'm a knucklehead too, and I can figure out what I was doing over there. Okay, so first we're going to estimate. So I'm going to multiply 500 times 50. Again, this estimate's going to be higher than what our actual answer will be because we moved both of our factors up. And since we're multiplying 100 times a 10, we know we're going to have 3 zeros there because our first number needs to start in the thousands place. And then I just have to know 5 times 5, which is 25. So my answer is somewhere in the ballpark of 25,000. Less than 25,000, but, not 287. Not 369. Not 1,840. Now all I need to know, at minimum, I need to be able to read my multiplication chart of 4s and 9s. When you did the math yesterday, I didn't see hardly anybody using the multiplication chart. It's there. Use it. It's there. Use it. All right, so we start with 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 ones is same as 2 10s and 7 ones. 9 times 6 is 54 plus 2 more is 56. So 6 10s and 5 hundreds. And 9 times 4 is
36.
Plus the 5, 41. So again, we just did 463 times 9. And anytime I gave you a 1 digit, you guys got them right. You knew it. You did the task cards around the room and you got them right. So easy peasy. Raw chicken squeezy. I'm starting in my tens place. And 4 times 3 is 12. So I have 12 tens, or 100 and 1,000. Or 2 tens and 100. 4 times 6,
24.
plus 1 more,
25.
25. Now I have 5 thousands. 4 times 4 is,
16.
plus 2 is 18. And then I find the sum of these two products. And I get 22,687 as long as I did everything correctly. Again, I'm going to state it again. Do the method that works for you. You're not going to get them right every single time, but you want to do the method that you get them right most of the time. And the more you practice it, the better you're going to get. And we'll continue to practice it, so don't you worry your pretty little heads. I promise you, we'll continue to practice it. If you can't remember one of those other methods and you think you'd like that back, then go back and look at it. It's on the 27th. Go back, look at it, watch those videos again, figure it out. Boom. Shakalaka, peace out. God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees. Please subscribe so I can be rich and famous. And I'll still come today or to school and teach because my students need me. They need the best.
Subscribe.
And I'm
Spider will crawl in your mouth while you're sleeping.
the best there is, the best there was, and the best that ever will be.